Alright, so we got power down there. Should we be able to turn on the head unit? We'll see.
First time starting it up.
Welcome back, Fixin' Fam. We're starting off the inside, drilling the penetration from the inside to the outside for the drain, electrical, and refrigerant lines. This one was a little difficult going through the metal building and the wood structure inside, so I had to go quite a distance to get out. Well, high five for motivation. One thing I do wish, so it's recommended as a 2-inch hole for that, and I put a 2-inch sleeve, which that 2-inch hole is just big enough to fit everything. So if you want to use a sleeve, you probably need at least a 3-inch hole to have the sleeve. Set in the bracket. Now make sure it's level, taking the AC, and we can move to the outside. Alright, now we move on to the outside portion. Here, where we made the penetration out to the exterior wall. Bring it down, hang the AC unit. I'll be hanging on the concrete there. More sturdy than hanging on the steel. So let's bring it down, bring the electrical over. Now I'm setting the AC bracket, drilling the concrete with my concrete drill. Make sure it's all level. And then here I'm bringing out the AC unit. Probably should have 2 people carrying it, but making it work. Trying not to throw my back out in the process. Get it mounted, looks pretty good. Make sure there's ample space behind the unit for adequate airflow. Checking it out. Alright, let's take a little closer look at the AC unit. Again, I think it's minimum 6 inches behind the unit. Bring it down from the head unit up inside the shop. Bring it down, electrical over. Plug and play. Pretty easy so far. But yeah, quite the easy process. Here I'm running the EMT from the junction box that is set. Run the EMT over to the AC unit, cutting the EMT, reaming it, make sure there's no sharp edges, and then hanging it on the concrete there to the AC unit. Alright, before I put the line set on, I'm going to try to unroll it. The best way to unroll it is probably lay it down and kind of roll it out. Yeah, it's working pretty good. That's working out really good. It's actually got a nice bend in them already. I think I'll use for the top.
Now, do they have pins on both sides? Yep. I measured. That's another thing. Hopefully these are long enough. Oh, can you throw me that bottle that's on top of the AC, that blue bottle? Yeah. Thank you. One nice thing about this AC system is it's pre-charged. So this line set I'm installing is pre-charged, so I don't have to pull a vacuum and refrigerant. It's already in the lines. So pretty easy install. Check out Signature Solar and the affiliate link below. Yeah, I'm gonna have to push them down more, but
Those steep parts. I think those might be a fit. They're on coupon again.
let's try this again with actually using the mic. So just going over, got the electrical from the panel wired out here. As you can see, got the box coming out of the shop. EMT over to our box, which is a shut off. So it has to be worked on. These can be pulled and be worked on. Also be wiring in the line from the indoor unit, and also eventually once I get the solar panel set up, then I'll have to also add another shut off for the rapid shutdown for the solar. So right now I'm gonna work on getting the AC lines and the power from the inside unit. All right, let's see, let's get this panel off. Just nice to even have the MZ connectors already plumbed in, so it's the plug and go for the solar portion, which is pretty nice. But I have to get the solar mounted first before I can hook up the solar lines. Okay. So it's the power in, obviously load and neutral. The label 1, 2, 3 that goes to the inside unit, and obviously the ground, but make it really easy, which is nice. Less air for messing things up. Let's take the ground screw out. Alright. So I also need to take that plug out. Probably actually gonna drill it. I kinda want it in there. Actually, I think I might. me see, I might have maybe use my MC connector. Wow. Some reinforced plastic. Heck. Arbor drill bits. My handy dandy pliers. These are some of the best ones I've found though for electrical stuff. In Milwaukee. Trying to get this just a little holder for the power line, power cables coming in. Okay. Oh. Don't forget the wire nut. I forgot the wire nut. Shoot. Should have put that on before I did anything. You sure, mama? Now after wiring and unwiring so that I could put back the weather tight connection, just reinstalling all the wires again to get it all tidied up. And again, the connections are really easy. Everything's numbered, so it's clear what connections are being made. So it's all wired. And again, this isn't hooked up to the panel yet, so I'm not working with live electricity. I'm not the smartest, but at least I'm not smart. And I just lost a screw in their ass. Last screw. Actually, let's get this thing off. Yeah, I think it's easier to get just to get the AC lines on. Oh, is that it? Ooh. The pins. Just gotta find that missing screw. I'll be back.
Here I'm trying to figure out the best way of routing the AC lines, and again they're pre-charged, so you can't cut them. You have to either roll them up, or what I found to do is just go underneath, because I don't really have enough room to make a coil of it. So I ended up just routing underneath the AC, and that worked out pretty well to take off that little extra slack that I had. So the AC wasn't working, so I get out my trusty multi-tester and I do some testing, and I got power to the box, but the power is not getting to the other leg that would feed the mini split. I checked my wiring, everything's wired correctly. So I was a little bit confused until I had to do some more research. All right, y'all, it's a different day. So I went to go start up the AC, and I got no power. So I started doing some checking, and I got power to this unit, which is the shut off, but I didn't have power on the other side. Like, that's really weird. And I'm looking at this is a pull out for it. I'm trying to figure out, I don't see how to make continuity. Well, apparently this has fuses, and it didn't come with the fuse, so I ended up getting the fuses for it. So I'm gonna put these bad boys in, hopefully I have power to the unit, and turn on the unit. So see how it goes. Alright, so we got power down there. Should we be able to turn on the head unit? We'll see.
First time starting it up.
Push power, so it shows. And also the note how to look in the manual. It actually doesn't say in the manual, but switching this from Celsius to Fahrenheit, you just hold the up and down arrow on the temp. So it's 66 degrees.
You do what?
Hold it up and down on the temp.
And it changes it to Fahrenheit?
Yep.
Cool.
See? Cool. Turn the temp down. Let's see. It's not cool. Feels cool. Come feel it. It's super quiet. I'm used to, so we have old window units on the cabin, and they're so loud. But this,
Wow.
you can't even hear it. It's,
I didn't
you're
even think it
almost
was
doubting
on.
that it's on.
I actually thought it wasn't on.
Yeah.
I was like,
You
something's
can't hear
broke.
obviously, the outside unit's making most of the noise. But the fan does make some noise, but I mean, I don't know how to equate how quiet it is. It's quieter than my old desk fan.
Yeah, that's
You can't even
really, really quiet.
So yeah, it works. I think, see, it says a turbo button. The only thing is, it's hard to see the screen. So that's, I mean, it's a little louder, but still, that's
It's
nothing
a little bit
compared.
higher speed.
That is nothing compared to.
That sounds like a fan.
Yeah, it's still not
You know,
even
just
as loud
like-
as my desk fan.
It just sounds like a fan, like an oscillating fan. Like the one in the house by the freeze dryer. It just sounds like an oscillating fan.
Also, to look at the directions too. I'm not sure what some of these other buttons are. Oh. So that's lowering the fan. I don't know if it does like oscillation. Like, it just keeps going down. So I think that's, oh yeah, that's oscillation, so it's going up and down.
Ah.
But then, so that's this one. So vertical, that makes sense. So it's oscillating up and down. So I'm guessing this one's probably to oscillate horizontal. Yeah. You can't see it moving, but
there's no air over here, and it's all over here. So it's actually pushing it, oscillating it horizontally.
It's really nice.
What is this? It's a timer mode. Man, that feels good though.
Mm-hmm. But right now it's only hooked up to electric.
Yes, so right now it's only up to 120. It only needs 120. This is the 12K unit. So it needs 120 volt. So obviously the next step is to get the solar hooked up, and then we'll do some testing too to see how it hooks up to the solar and how much it pulls. Ideally, this will work almost all during the day when I really need cooling on solar, so we don't need to use much power except for night and heat during the winter. So stay tuned. So far we really like it. I mean, that it's putting out the air and it's really quiet.
Mm-hmm.
But the biggest thing, we like it because of solar. That'll use
Yeah.
a lot less electricity, especially out here in the shop.
But isn't there an app for it also?
Yeah, good point. Yes. Well, I need the phone to do that, but yeah, we'll hook it up to the app because we also I need to turn
Because
on
you can tell the
Wi-Fi.
app like only to run off of solar.
Yeah.
Or
What's nice about the app too is it'll show your energy consumption, so you can actually gauge how much power you're actually using over the lifespan and everything. So that's a really cool feature in the app. And then also you can control it. Say maybe you forgot to shut it off on vacation. I think you can shut it off
remotely.
with the app, as long as you got Wi-Fi. So that's another thing. I already have the app. It's got a little QR code. You download the app, and that's even some of the data there. So I'm gonna hook that up. Maybe we can get another video of me setting up the app. I'll be right back with you. Alright, so we're setting up the app. It's called Solar Aircon. I don't think it's proprietary to EG4, but it works with their system. So it's gonna take a second. Our Wi-Fi is, I just turned on all the power.
Or in the shop, y'all. This is the addition that we added. And he's got the door down there that we just picked up at Home Depot this last couple days. He's got to cut it to this dimension, and then only thing left we have to do really is the floor and the solar for the mini split. And we'll trim it out. We want to trim out stuff.
And we're also we tore down a 100-year-old barn, which we have another video for. You can check that out.
We can link it in the description for you.
But we have the old corrugated tin, kind of give it like a little rustic feel to it. So we're putting that on the ceiling.
Yeah, so that's what's going to go on the ceiling. And then he's doing something unique in one of the this wall, like an accent wall in his office. So here's his office where he has a view to the shop. Which we have more to do in there. And eventually we're going to replace these with clear ones so that we can see out.
Once we get shade too.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot more heat coming in once we put the clear ones in. That's what we do at the other end of the shop.
Yeah,
Obviously
that's what we did on this side.
That side doesn't get direct sun, but it still lets in a lot more heat, even though it's not direct sunlight there.
It's hard to tell in the video, but those are clear panels. And that's what I'm saying we're going to replace these with. But it does put out a lot of light. Shows the fiber is on. Got our fiber out here.
Using the remote, that's the lightest way.
Guys, if I could do all the bloopers.
How many times trying to find what I just
How many times he just lost something that he had in his hand 3 seconds ago? Y'all, we could have an hour-long video just of that.
So to press that 8 times.
To connect to it?
Yep.
Oh, it's showing something different.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's showing a Wi-Fi, like a Wi-Fi button. And I'm dropping stuff. It's just a square.
So let's do one. Enable Bluetooth. Enable Bluetooth.
And now kept stepping on the square. So yeah, we still have that to do too. That center.
So I had to change my settings. Yes. Password. I'm not showing you my password.
Yeah, we don't want to show them our password. Not that they could really probably get into our system, but so yeah, I'm actually really surprised. I don't know if you guys can hear it on the video. But it's really cool.
Yeah, I could bring the
Cool as
temperature
in
gauge,
the temperature.
I'm just surprised how quiet it is. We might have to go outside to see how loud it is out there, but that's downstairs too.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so it's been added. There we go. Showing the current temp. So here I was talking about shows PV input. Obviously we don't have the solar hooked up, but it's showing, so it's pulling 559 watts from the grids. It's got a cool tracker. You got power on, cooling mode. Oh, it looks like you can change Fahrenheit and Celsius here in the app. On here, it's done by holding up and down on the temp. Looks like you can add a cloud schedule. That'd be nice. And here's what I was talking about, the historical data. So you can do it for a month. You can see how much you use for the year, which is really nice, especially when you're trying to calculate. Maybe we want to add another solar panel or whatnot. Or you can even calculate how much we saved. Based on the wattage, we can look at our rates and look at how much money the solar has saved us. So yeah, that's... Oh yeah, see, so it has a total saving energy ticker at the bottom. Obviously we have no PV, so I'm just not gonna show any savings. So I think that's it. Maybe we'll go take a look and see how loud it is down there, and I'll go from there. So yeah, again, next step, solar.
All right, guys.
So we're down here, and I was expecting to be a lot louder. It's about as quiet as upstairs. I mean, I don't have to talk over it. So that's pretty impressive too. Again, there's some wrap up I need to get. What I'm gonna be doing is covering this with, so basically it's a metal building. I'm basically just get a gutter downspout, a half gutter downspout. They can custom make me one, and I'll cover up the lines because no matter what, UV will beat on it, and just want to set it up and not have issues further down the road. So that'll be another installment, but so far we're really impressed.
Yeah,
And
it's stinking quiet.
yeah, so since we're down here, I need to turn it off. Let's go back to the app.
Yep.
There you go. Let's turn it right off.
Man, that is super quiet.
There's still more work to do. I need to get a custom gutter. But I mean, all the electrical is done. I think it looks really good. I like doing
Electrical
EMT.
is done.
Yes, the one.
Sorry he doesn't have his mic on, y'all.
Yeah, it would have been what?
We didn't grab it. But he did a great job on the electrical and the pipe
Junction box up there.
junction box.
To turn off where, again, found out these are fused. Gotta get special fuses for that.
Special fuses.
But solar to come.
Yep. We're waiting on a bracket from the company, right?
Yeah, I just have some bolts here holding it now. But they actually come with isolators and everything. There's missing in the package. It's probably UPS's fault. But the box is pretty destroyed, but they're getting me those additional parts so I can bolt that down. And then I just need to install the solar panels. But so far we're really happy. There's still some finishing work, but so far so good. Thank you. Don't forget, hit subscribe, like, comment. Let me know what I did wrong, because I know we all out there are there. Again, I'm just a DIYer, but do a lot of research. So again, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.